free simplicity. Let's get it running. I'm just gonna throw a battery in it to start off. I already checked the oil, did all that. I haven't really done a whole lot off camera other than pull the wheel off because it was shot. Yeah, not much other than that to say. Picked it up for free the other day. Let's get a battery in it. Alright, so we got our battery hooked up here, and we have no power at the key, basically. So we're not getting any power to the key. It stops at the regulator, the voltage regulator. And then, so we have, I jumped it by putting 12 volts to the solenoid. So the solenoid works good. I've been running around with a test light, and we've got power all the way up, almost to the key. But, so we got power there. That's at our solenoid. And then basically we have power all the way halfway. So, but then I jumped the solenoid with 12 volts, and we're actually getting pretty good crankage here. So we're one step closer. I think we just have to get power to the key, and that's where it's at. I might jump the key, just jump 12 volts straight to the key, but I really want to try and get it through the wiring. But the wiring's pretty shot. I might have to redo it. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. I'm gonna keep going around. It's pretty boring, so I'm just gonna cut to it. All right, so a little update here. We have 12 volts at the key now. Huge progress. You can see we have 12 volts on this nut, on this lug, on the key. So pretty much moving now, we need to get 12 volts to the solenoid, and that's pretty much, as that falls, that's pretty much where the struggle is now, getting 12 volts at the solenoid when we're cranking on the key. However, the dash does now light up, and we have power to pretty much the whole dash. So I think we can just run on this, because the wiring's already all messed up, I'm just gonna run another wire from here straight to the solenoid instead of going through all the original wiring, because at this point it's not even original anyway. So to test that theory, and this is a good way to troubleshoot it, I'm gonna take my little jumper lead here, and I'm gonna hook this on the key where we get 12 volts when we have it cranking, and I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna put it on the solenoid, and then we're just gonna see if it cranks as that falls off again. I should probably bolt it on there, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna. Maybe I might have to. Come on. Just stay on there, please. Nope. Alright. I'm gonna have to bolt it on there, probably. Alright, you know what? I am. Oh, there goes that. That's the original cable, and yeah, it's basically like 5 different wires at this point, where people have spliced it together over the years. That's pretty much what I'm dealing with. We already got spark to it. I was able to crank it over by just bypassing the solenoid. Actually jumped the solenoid, so I know it works. Okay, so now that we have that connected, I can just take my little lug here, and now we should get some crankage going on. Oh, if this will stay on here. Let's see if we have 12 volts here. Okay, we still have 12 volts there. So we know that we should be good to hook our little connector guy here up, as long as it'll stay on there, and we should have crankage. Well, yeah, like I said, if it'll stay on there. Come on. Well, that's jumping it now. I didn't even turn the key. There we go. This was a good idea until this happened. Alright, let's see if I can just hold it. There we go. We got cranking. So I'm gonna fashion a wire that runs. I'm gonna pretty much just run it through the old wiring harness right next to it, and that'll be that. And then we can put this all away. I think I'll clean up these connections a little bit better, and I think we'll have the cranking solved. We already got spark solved, so then all we need to get is fuel and air. So we gotta get the carburetor going, and then yeah, it should run. So okay, we got it all hooked up. I got the water down. I got the wire hooked up, and yeah, I got the battery hooked up again. We decided to see if it goes. All right, so our dash lights up. We got our generator light. We got our hour meter lighting up. Let's see what happens when we give it a crank. Okay, so sweet. That's awesome. We got that. Okay. So we got cranking. Now we gotta figure out if we have spark. So I'm gonna hook up a spark tester, even though I can see right here. But we'll see if the camera picks up the spark tester better, which I think it will. I think the camera's probably gonna pick up the spark tester better than the actual spark, from a distance at least. Okay, here we go. Let's see. We had spark at one point, so let's see if we have it again. How can I route this to probably like that? I don't know if it's picking it up, but yeah, we do have spark. Okay, so as spark, I'm gonna get a little bit of fuel, put it straight down the throat and into the cylinder, and we'll see if it kicks off. Nitro bottle. Okay. Now we have spark. We got fuel in there now, and we have cranking. So should get up and pop off here. Okay, so I fired up. Now we have to do the carburetor. Cool. That was awesome. This belt's slipping too, so I'll tighten that up. Well, I'll pop these. I'll loosen all that up, tighten up that belt. But yeah, I'm gonna pull the carburetor off and get it cleaning up. Cool. That's awesome.